What's up, a Cinema Shogun here, and it's been an interesting past couple of days, hasn't it? I would like to think so. I mean, I've really been enjoying myself. I've been laid back, sipping my tea, watching karma run its course, because karma is real, ladies and gentlemen. And if you've been watching my channel, then you should know that, because you all have watched karma run its course in real time. You know, a lot of people don't believe in karma anymore. They think that they can do and say anything in life and that it won't come back to them, especially on the internet. People think they can get on the internet, say whatever they want about people, make up lies about people, make up conspiracies about people. People think that they can play games with other people's lives online, and they think that karma isn't going to come back to them. But guess what? It's coming back around today. And guess who's on the train? As the conductor, I'm right in the front. Choo-choo! Oh yes, I am bringing karma back to everyone who had something negative to say or who played a role in playing games in people's lives during the Kylie Rodney case. Now, we already got one cousin effer down, right? Got him out yesterday. Now we are focused on another cousin lover today. Now, before I get into this, because I have more details about Jared from Adventures with Purpose, and we're going to go over all of that. But first, hit that subscribe button, ring that notification bell, drop a thumbs up down below, and if you aren't a cousin lover, let me know down in the comments section. Us non-inbreds, we got to stick together, because apparently everyone on YouTube are cousins. Like, everyone must be related. Everyone's sleeping with their own family. I don't know what is going on anymore. I feel like I'm out of place. Am I the only one who never had sex with a family member? Please let me feel normal down in the comments below, because there are some abnormal people who have been defending these offenders for the past 2 days. Now, I also want to give you all some backstory. Let me go on a little rant here real quick, because I don't live stream. I don't talk your head off for 8, 9, 10 hours a day. So allow me to say some things. I've noticed that people seem to want me to take the high road in certain situations like this one and like the one yesterday. I want you all to understand that I sat back for months and I didn't address these people and I didn't say anything, while some of these people made countless videos and live streams about me. I laid back and I did my own thing. And I didn't see many people, don't get me wrong, I know I have my supporters, but the people who seem to want to hold me to some different standard, I didn't see them calling out the nonsense. So we endured tons of harassment, what have you, and I can take it. I don't care. That's not the point. The point is, don't expect me to sit here and be all PC and to pretend like this stuff isn't going on. Don't expect me to be a perfect gentleman when this time comes around. I understand that most of my subscribers are females, and I understand that a lot of people handle things in different ways, and some people are more sensitive to situations than I am. My channel has never been PC. My channel will always crack jokes. And when I see a cousin lover, I'm going to call him a cousin lover. That in no way, shape, or form is referring to what happened to Jared's victims. That is in reference to what type of person Jared is, because Jared acknowledges that his family, allegedly, let's say that, are a bunch of cousin effers. So I want you all to understand that sometimes it is necessary for me to take the gloves off and to get down and dirty with all of these people who have been throwing dirt onto my name and onto others' names. All right? I don't do this often. I don't sit here and talk about other creators every single day. I have thousands of other videos you can watch. But sometimes, every now and then, it's going to be necessary for me to be unleashed. Like a dog. Okay? Sometimes I'm a dog that needs to be unleashed. And right now, I am unleashed. Because people played games with my life, with my livelihood and the livelihoods of others for months on end. And now it's come full circle. Karma has come back, and best believe I'm going to be petty as hell the entire time. Like I said back then, and I will say now, I am not afraid to fight fire with fire. Just because I'm a nice guy and I sit here and I carry myself a certain way, do not think for 1 second that I won't stoop down to your level and handle business if I have to. And that's what's happening right now. I want you all to understand that on YouTube, there's always this disconnect because you all are the audience and I'm the person behind the camera. When the camera goes off, there's still a lot of things that happen behind the scenes. YouTube does not end when the camera turns off. There are tons of things that have been happening behind the scenes for months that you all don't know and you all will never know. There have been countless people harassed, doxxed, all types of stuff, largely due to things that AWP did. Adventures with Purpose knew the type of stuff that was going on. And I want you all to understand, I wasn't worried about myself in this situation. I can handle whatever people want to say about me. I was more so worried about the smaller creators like Xana May and the other women who were being harassed, the strangers who were calling into live streams who had their addresses blasted online, and Ikidmel, who was getting dogpiled on by the entire true crime community because they have no morals and no values, and they will do anything for a quick buck, including turning on people who Ikidmel maybe thought he could have trusted. I don't know. I don't know his connection to certain people. But I can assure you that I don't believe that Ikidmel ever thought in a million years that what happened to him would have happened to him. AWP was alerted to this. I and other people directly tried to talk to Jared. Jared read and discarded our messages, while also reading other messages and accepting invites to go on live streams. I never asked Jared to appear on my channel. I don't do live streams. I don't do interviews. I don't want Adventures with Purpose on my channel. And that's even before all of this stuff. That's not how I get down. I don't rock with many people. I don't want people on my channel like that. I reached out to him man to man. Other women reached out to him who were being harassed. Even this little girl who someone found on TikTok and said was the real Kylie. They ignored it. They left us on red. And in the same day would read and reply to messages and go appear on live streams with people who spread lies and rumors and conspiracies that led to other people being harassed and threatened. They knew this, and they not only stood by, they encouraged it. On the same day that someone sent them a message asking for them to stop fueling the conspiracies, they went on to Popcorn Planet and said out of their own mouth, and this wasn't even Jared, that they are okay with all of the theories and stuff that are being spread about Kylie. Even the ones about her being fake. They said they were cool with that. So I hope you all are cool with YouTube spreading theories about Jared and what cousins he chose to try to do things with. Because that's the level we're on now. So I want you all to understand that usually this isn't my vibe. But at the same time, after months of what I and other people went through, I'm not going to sit here and be quiet about it. No, I'm going to make fun of Jared every single day. Adventures with Purpose can kiss my ass. I respect the work they did. But at the same time, I know a lot of things that happened behind the scenes that you all do not. And in due time, maybe you will. The ball is really in their court. I would like to, now that this is exposed, I would like them to apologize for past things they did as well. But in due time, everything will be exposed. Just like this got exposed. You know, a couple of months ago, when I said, hey, I don't trust AWP. I got bad vibes about them. People were pissed off. Now you all understand why. When I was calling people cousin lovers during the whole Ryan Upchurch situation, now you understand why. Speaking of Ryan Upchurch, while we're here, AWP was going to allow him to do their theme song. Isn't that funny? A cousin fucker making a cousin fucking theme song for a cousin fucking group of cousin fucking weirdos. I am really interested now. Please release that theme song that y'all let Ryan Upchurch do. I want to hear your cousin fucking lyrics, the cousin fucking theme song. But while I am pissed off, this situation isn't about me. This situation is about a woman who Jared, allegedly, did a lot of horrible things to. And I now have a little more details. And listen, I'm not so sure if I even want to go over all of this, because you cannot talk about this on YouTube, for one. And for two, I already got people in my comment sections being so sensitive. And it's like, I get it. I tried to give you all a trigger warning. But if you think my words are insensitive, then I want you all to go back and watch the 10,000, 40,000 countless hours of live streams and videos that me, Zaname, Ronnie, Ixmel, and everyone else had to endure with people saying the foulest things that they could possibly imagine about us for no apparent reason, while simultaneously sharing fake pictures and fake evidence, trying to tie people to criminal organizations that don't even exist. So hold those people to that standard. Hold those people to the same standard that you want to hold me. If you're too sensitive for reality, then I don't know what to tell you, because it appears that Jared from the beloved Adventures with Purpose is a cousin fucker. He has been indicted. We do have the court documents. He is going to see his day in court soon, and hopefully he rots behind bars. And while he does, I hope he thinks about that Kylie Rodney video. Now let's see what his victim has to say. Please be aware, I had no idea until recently, when I had the unfortunate chance of coming across a video of my own childhood R-word, Jared, my cousin. Yes, my own flesh and blood. And I wasn't his only family victim. And honestly, who knows how many others there are out there that aren't a part of our family. Due to his diving group, Adventures with Purpose, this man is regarded as a hero and an angel, and he is invited into people's homes with loving arms. He has been through the systems, CPS, the Mormon Church, therapies, and so many more, as you all will be able to tell from his writing. But I do know for a fact that he did not start with me, and he did not stop with me either. He at one point, like you will read, did verbally admit to my mother that he R-worded me and that he M-worded me. Obviously skimming over the more horrific parts, like his attempted, I can't even say these words. I don't even know an abbreviation for this word. His attempted blanking of her daughter directly above her. My grandfather and my grandmother's heads, by the way. And the fact that at the age of 9 and 10, he gave me a yeast infection from R-wording me. And I had no idea. So I had to go through the trauma of my mother and my grandmother finding white stuff in my panties and treating me horribly and questioning me and punishing me for the problem. When he told her, she started to cry and hugged him and told him that she forgave him. She never turned him into the police, and I was never got any form of help or anybody to talk about it. We went out to go travel on the carnival, which made me unable to be anywhere for more than a week, which meant that I couldn't say anything to anyone. My own mother protected him and never ever even talked about it, other than to tell me that she had been R-worded and that her story was worse than mine. He now has finally admitted it in writing, because he and the family think that the statutes of limitation have passed and that he will be safe. Now, there's other stuff as well, and maybe I will go over in future videos. But that's about all I can take for this video, because I feel myself getting really angry. And when I get angry, sometimes I will go off and say some stuff that maybe I don't want to say here. Okay? But this is the type of person Jared allegedly is. And from what she is alleging, there are more people in the family that had to endure the same thing that she did. Now, the sick part about this is there are still going to be people in my comment sections defending this. If I wasn't confident with this information, I would not make this video. Things could have been said about Adventures with Purpose a long time ago, but I sat back. But you can't defend this. Even if you don't care that Adventures with Purpose were directly responsible for putting some of the YouTubers' lives that you all watch every day in danger, then you can't defend what he did to his cousin. Now, Jared is trying to write it off of, oh, I was 12 years old. I didn't know. Jared was 17. We know how to do math, Jared, and so do you. You're diving under the water finding cars. You know how to do math, Jared. Don't pretend like you were 12. You were 17. You were 17 years old. And finally, I don't know how old you are now, but the chickens have come to roost. Is that even how the saying goes? I don't know. It sounded cool in the moment. But, you, Jared, and what's his name with the beard? Doug? Doug, he thought it was a good idea to allow people to say Kylie Rodney was fake and to dox and harass other YouTubers because it wasn't happening to him. How do you feel about Jared, Doug? I would like to know, how do you feel about Jared, Doug? I know you're watching the video. How do you feel about Jared, Doug? How do you feel about the messages you ignored while fueling the conspiracies? Are you aware of what's going to happen now? Adventures with Purpose will be plastered all over the internet. Not for finding a car, no, because Jared fucked his cousin. What do you have to say now? Also, I want you all to be aware that if we are to believe all of this, Jared, out of his own mouth, stated that Doug and the crew knew all about what he did to his cousin. So Doug, and whatever else your guys' names are, while you were out there diving for Kylie Rodney and coming up with fake lies about tow truck drivers, in the back of your mind, you knew your boss Jared had sex with his own cousin against her will, if we were to believe what Jared said in these emails. Now, I'm sure people will find any way, shape, or form to defend you all, and I'm okay with that. But I know the truth, and you all know the truth. You all aren't man enough to have a direct conversation. Therefore, these conversations will be had in the public on YouTube. And I assure you that more information will continue to leak out like it already did. So address the issue now. And while you're at it, you might as well address the Kylie Rodney issue too, because you got hundreds of people out here still to this day making videos and conspiracies based off what you said about a fake tow truck driver. And you all said that you had concrete evidence that Kylie Rodney was killed. We haven't seen the videos. Release the videos. Doug, AWP, Jared, release the fake evidence that y'all claimed y'all had. You don't. You don't have that evidence that you claimed you had. But we got evidence that Jared slept with his cousin when he was 17 years old and she was underage, and he seems to think it's okay. In fact, he acknowledges that his other cousins do the same thing, and who knows how many cousins this dude has slept with up until this point, and I think that he's unsafe to be on the streets. Jared and AWP, as long as they're associated with Jared, do not need to associate themselves with any victims' families. Do not, I repeat, do not let these people into your home because they have been harboring someone who did unthinkable things to their own family members. And they knew it, according to Jared. They've been harboring that, and they've been carrying him around the country to help victims. Seriously, people. What more needs to be said here for the realization to set in? I called all of this stuff out months ago. I'm not Nostradamus. I'm not that so Raven. I'm nobody. I don't think I'm a big somebody. But I call it how I see it. And I told y'all I got a weird feeling about them. Now I know why. And when everyone was upset, you said cousin fuckers, that's insensitive. Now you know why. And I'm going to tell you right now, I feel horrible for anyone who is affected by Jared. I feel horrible for anyone who is affected by anyone in this type of way. But this old PC, let's coddle the situation, don't say that word, don't say this, that doesn't help anybody. I'm not here to coddle anyone, hold anyone's hands. I'm not here to be politically correct. I'm here to call it how I see it. And if more people did, then people like Jared wouldn't be out here on the streets making YouTube videos. Stop all this patty cake kumbaya bullshit. Jared literally R-worded his own cousin, and we're going to call him what he is. And I'm not going to censor myself for YouTube. I'm not going to censor myself for anyone. I'm going to call it how I see it. And Jared, you are a cousin fucking weirdo. With that being said, I'm going to go and chill for a second. I'm going to sit back and watch all of the dominoes fall. And I'll be back with some more thoughts later. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. While you're down there, hit that thumbs up button, hit that subscribe button, ring that notification bell, and I'll talk to you all in the next video. Hopefully, we don't have to expose any more of these cousin-loving weirdos today. But maybe we will.